Alright guys, I just wanted to share with you real quick, this is the AA Targets knuckle or tank trap knuckle. And so this unit right here is what you would be purchasing. It's just the metal. Of course the wood, the lumber does not come with it. But this itself is a device that allows for 4x4s or two 2x4s glued together or screwed together to make this design, this tank trap design, which you see in PRS or NRL or and now you're seeing in other sports as well. But this unit right here is around 55 bucks if you get the uncoated version. I think the coated version is probably 65 bucks. And so it just depends if you can rattle can or not. That's really all it is. Of course, I took the cheaper option, and I even paid a little less when they were out of stock. They were just coming in stock. I was able to nab one for a little bit less. And this one right here, I looked at the welds right away. I wanted to be really sure, because if you're putting a 20-pound rifle, which this is not, I'll get to that in a second. If you're putting a 20-pound rifle on there, you're putting your body weight on there, you just want to be really sure that the welds are good, that the wood is not going to fold. And so I climbed up there. I know you're probably not supposed to do that. I don't think they're rating it for that necessarily, but it took my weight just fine. It's extremely good. The beads are very clean. It's a good weld. Not really any hooky edges or sharp edges on the metal itself. It looks like they've done a good job of deburring it. And then also on the inside, you can't see it from this angle, but there are some bolts that you can run into the wood. So you can either cut holes in the wood and run the bolts in there and have a consistent point, or you can just plow them right into the wood, which is what I've been doing, and it's been working just fine. If you need a little more security, drill some holes. Drill some half-inch holes and make sure that bolt is seated in that hole. And you could even set it up with different holes at different increments, depending if you want to have a long arm, short arm, or medium, or if you just want them all uniform. That would be a really good idea. But so far, I've really enjoyed shooting this. You're probably wondering why in the heck I would be shooting a 22 and an AK off of a tank trap, because that's not exactly PRS. Well, ultimately, if I come to the range and long range is busy or full, can't get in there, like today, there's something scheduled at the long range, so I can't get in there, and I want to train still, I'll take a less precise platform, or a platform that's harder to be accurate with. So the AK right now, and a little smaller target, like a 10-inch size target, if I'm rocking this guy at 125 yards like today, off this tank trap, it's a little bit more difficult for me to be accurate, and it is less precise. And so I use just Tula junk ammo, rocking it off here, and it causes me to work on my fundamentals quite a bit. And the same thing with 22. Even at 125 yards, it was pretty windy today, and you probably could hear that in the footage. And so that wind itself, shooting off here, compensating, dialing, you know, I'm only able to dial like 1.5 to 1.7 mils, so we're not talking about huge elevation drops at 125 yards, but I can run it at closer distances off this little tank trap and get practice as you would with the big boy guns. And so I just wanted to throw that out there. It's a really affordable option. Highly suggested. I think it's great, and for the price, you'll have a lot more fun at the range than just sitting around on a bench. Funky position.